Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're joining us for the CT5V, that's a giveaway car, that's this bad boy behind me, well, you're in the right place. Or you're at Streetspeed's channel. Either one, you're in the right place. But today, we're gonna do something that we didn't do in the last video, so we're actually gonna tune it. If you recall from the last video, we installed a Magnuson supercharger on this system without tuning. And it picked up 55 rear wheel horsepower, which I think is actually the right progression. Now, a lot of people disagree because they eat crayons, but what happens here in my mind is that if you install the aftermarket computer and tune it, you're not gonna gain any horsepower. But you have the ability to install a Magnuson supercharger, run on the factory tune, and gain 55 rear wheel horsepower without tuning. So in terms of progression, you get a reward here and you can do the tune later. So today what we're going to be testing is how much the tune gains with headers because, well, you know, we like headers. We like Kooks headers. And on that point, here's a message from our sponsor. Shit. Well, in that case, you should go to cspracing.com because that's us. We don't have a sponsor and we have tons of Kooks for sale. We have Magnuson as well. We have lots of things on CSP Racing, something for everyone. We're not just a GM online store. We have so much and we pull from many different distributors, many different manufacturers directly, all to combine what I like to call the kayak of inventory. So we get you the best price with the best availability. Okay, back to the video. Well, and now that that loser's out of the way, what we're gonna do is get a set of Kooks long tube headers on this. Special thanks to Kooks for helping provide this partial sponsorship, if you will, for Street Speed. These are 2-inch Blackwing headers with green cats. That's right, this is a catted setup, and the theory is that it's not going to throw any check engine light. And we're gonna test that. We're gonna test this thing so thoroughly, I cannot wait. Let's get to the install and then back to the dyno. Right? It's time for the big moment. How does she sound with headers? Now these are headers with the cats because, you know, Street Speed, he's a cat guy. And luckily, you know, we're able to add 2 more cats to his collection.
New header smell.
All the oil's burning off. Yeah, even though they're stainless steel headers, they still get like a little bit of corrosion on them. You know, you notice that on just about every header that's good run for a little bit. Just take a little bit of Scotch-Brite. This is one of those helpful tech tips. Take a little bit of Scotch-Brite, stainless steel header. Not while it's running. And it'll clean most of that, especially like water spots and stuff like that right up. So
I've seen people use WD-40 and wipe them down.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of things that can help. Even though it's, you know, stainless steel, it still gets corrosion. It doesn't stain though. Like it's not like rusting through. You know, depending on the grade. There's different grades of stainless steel, and you know what Kooks uses will not rust. That will last basically longer than you will.
Lifetime warranty. There they are.
So for this week's questions, we're not going to do it because all your questions suck. Talk to it and, you know, get to the next video. Put your questions in this one, we'll answer them on the next one. Get back to the video now. All right, guys. Now for the part that you've all been waiting for. What does she make when we actually have tuning support? That's right. We've put Kooks headers on it, as you guys know. I street tune this thing. I have no idea what she makes. All I know is it's fast as... So I'm really excited. My guess is somewhere north of 700 rear wheel horsepower. And if that's not enough and we have the room to go, we're gonna add a pulley on it and see if we can make somewhere between 730 and 750 with basically a bolt-on package with factory intake. So, moment of truth starts now. Okay, I was thinking 700. I guess I was a little off, but I know this car feels a lot faster than that. So I'm gonna make a couple little adjustments and see what happens. I want to get to at least 700 without changing the pulley. I mean, that's about going to be the limit of the fuel system. That's normally what we find. The high side will give up around 700. I expect the high side to go just a smidge farther on this one than the previous generations, but I mean, that'll be par for the course if we're at 700 or 720 with the Magnuson on this end. So I've got to put used parts on because my overnighting parts from Japan, also known as Tennessee, did not work properly, and they didn't get here today. But we do have an 85mm pulley that looks a little neat, and we're going to replace the 90 with the 85. The smaller diameter means that it's going to spin the blower faster and thus make more power, at least ideally. I'm going to do that right now.
I'm in your way.
So one of the things that we created on that other CT5V that we did was a tube to change this out. You see how this really adds a lot of clearance. The one that I 3D printed actually, you know, does a better job than the factory one. In fact, we saw a good 20-30 horsepower increase. I just did not have time to 3D print one with the 90mm inlet on. More boost!
Sir, please don't yell.
More boost.
$702.
Yeah, it's a hot pull, so I'm trying. Even though it seems to have good cooling, it still suffers from heat soak. But that was a good run. I think I could bump the power up a little bit from where we're at. It hit 194 kPa, which is about 14. It's really close to 14 pounds of boost. Fueling looks solid. Might even have. Ooh, we're not going to have room to go any more. But it's not the higher RPM that kills us, it's the lower RPM that kills it. Around 35, 3600, it's just getting to near the limit. It'll end up like breaking up and doing stupid stuff down there, so that would suck. So I'm gonna see what I can do now.
We should stop there. It's 717.
Is it?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop there. So this is really cool. 3 very simple modifications to this car, and it goes over 720 rear wheel horsepower. In fact, I suspect 730 in the morning for the hero pull. And that is just really awesome. Keep in mind, guys, this thing has catalytic converters, no check engine lights that are even turned off. Even though I have access to stuff like that in the tune, nothing is changed. It's really cool. So what we're gonna do tomorrow morning, let's get that hero pull and then put it back to the factory tune and see the difference.
I was going to ask, I was wondering if the factory computer on itself could accommodate these modifications.
I think it may. The only thing that it might have an issue with is the extra boost that we're running. We're running about 14 and a half pounds of boost. So I don't know if it'll be happy at that level or if it'll start trying to pull it back or what. You know, because we did change the pulley out, it is a good question that we'll answer in the morning. So fast forward. Yes? Why are you shaking me?
I'm shaking you because I know you're going to be wearing the same shirt tomorrow, so I can just cut to tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay, hero pull time, and then we're going to see if it does it on the stock too. Because, you know, I know you guys really want to know if we can manage all of this. The headers, the Magnuson, and the pulley on the stock too. You know, just because you guys want to run this on the stock too. Honestly, I think headers and Magnuson probably can do the stock tune, no questions asked. But the pulley is going to be the defining one. And we'll find that, you know, maybe.
But I want to trim it first because it has a big spike at the beginning.
That's just the torque, so 730 is correct. That's cool, that was the goal. 100 horsepower. Let me run it one more time.
$725.
Yeah, pull timing right at the end. Okay, I'm gonna put the stock tune on it. See how much power our tune actually gains over the stock tune.
All right, you get to keep the job.
Do I?
I don't get saying that. 686.
Okay, so the headers, yeah. factory tune has a little bit of like a learn up. I can try it again, see if it learns up one more time. Factory tune pulled a tick of timing at the very end there, so that's where it's going to level out. That's pretty good. Like, you could go, you know, decently far with the factory tune. It's not bad, but obviously with the tune it goes much further, so we want that. So I'm pretty darn happy with the numbers here because at 730 rear wheel horsepower, I feel like we can say that this thing makes 800 horsepower, and that's a big gain. It's a wonderful gain. I mean, it's about 100 horsepower up over where we were, which is awesome sauce. And the car is just, it drives stock. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's this thing, honestly, this is how the car should have come. What I can tell you is that there's no more room for extra power at this point because we're running out of fuel system. We're not running out of the low side. The low side's good for around 820-ish rear wheel horsepower on pump gas. That's what we found out on the other CT5V whose video you'll see maybe next week. Whoops. Anyway. So what I'm basically saying is this is as far as you're going to be able to push this car until you do a camshaft or upgrade the high side or do port injection to it. So if you win this car, send it back, and if you have one of them, send it over. I'd really like to see the 10-speed automatic. I haven't seen the 10-speed automatic CT5V Blackwing yet. So if you are local to us, we're in Westchester, Pennsylvania, come on over, I'll put it on the dyno for free. I just really want to see what it puts down to the wheels, stock. So, okay. On the next video coming up, we've got the CT5V basically fully exposed. So, not this one, but the other one that we're building. And there's a really cool montage. It's like the eye of the Andrew that you'll see. Just trust me, it's maybe worth it. All right, so now is the time that we get to see how Mike actually likes it, if he likes it as much as I do.
I think I like it.
Do you?
I mean, I liked it before, so.
Oh boy.
And it was
well,
not.
Hopefully we didn't ruin it.
No.
That would suck. It's gonna be a bad advertisement. This car sucks. It's like an E-Ray.
Took my car to CSP, and now I hate it. Good title, though, for me.
That would be it. And then, like, if you're like, I hate it because I don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
See, now you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking Clickbait717 right now.
Clickbait, baby. now you're thinking. Oh, dude. Don't need traction.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do,
no, we
man.
don't, Andrew.
This thing loses traction in secondary. It's gonna lose traction, man. Stop. There's a police station.
It's gonna be hard not to like ruin the tires. Nope. Dude. Oh wow.
Shake and bake.
That feels so good. I like it, Andrew. You did good, buddy.
Thank you.
You did good.
I like how the police are like right over there. You're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I went a little far.
Okay, it's time to pay your bill, man.
All right, I'll see you in there.
Okay, see you in there.
I'll be in just a second.
Okay. Wait, is he fucking leaving? I thought he was going. Is he fucking? He's fucking leaving! What the fuck? Get back here, Mike!